Yeah, we've had so many like core memories. What would you say has been your favourite memory that we've all shared together? Let's have a think. I'm trying to think.
Well, let's go through the holidays first. What was the first one that we went on?
The
Jack
first
Will's trip, probably you guys.
Yes, the Ibiza one.
Yes.
Then, you were there as well.
Yeah.
But you weren't like in the house with us, but we still pretty much had the same.
So then we went on to the Mallorca trip.
Ski trip.
So, but Mallorca was first, Magaluf, wasn't
Yes.
it? That we got tattoos together.
Yes, we did.
Like,
We have matching
which is fucking
tattoos.
nuts.
What the fuck?
We've literally got matching tattoos.
Get it out. Get it out for the camera.
That is the ugliest shit I've
What
ever
the
seen.
hell?
We've got matching tattoos.
This is amazing. Oh my gosh.
How random.
Looks like you've dressed the same today.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
he's copied my look.
Yeah.
So, but so then we did that, which was obviously crazy. Then we did the Spotify. That's probably one of my favourites.
That
That was my favourite thing.
That was
fucking
I
hilarious.
mean, talk about my biggest scandal from that trip. I thought, oh, do you know what? I've got a podcast now. I'll just talk about my experiences on this
Yeah.
trip. Don't do that,
No.
because people will attack you.
Yeah.
But that was absolutely hilarious. Like,
Yeah.
we have to talk about Ich bin
Oh,
Tomaten.
that was great.
How
that
did
was
that
great.
even happen?
We were all steaming.
And we went
Like,
back to your room, didn't we?
We went back to I was like, guys,
Oh.
afters at mine, we're ordering pizza.
It was 5 a.m. This room service wasn't free either.
No.
I thought it was.
No, I thought it was
I
free.
was nowhere to be found.
Joe was nowhere to be found. Somewhere in high
I was
Ibiza.
last on the island, mama.
And Haz was so fucked.
Oh my
That
god.
we ordered this salad,
Yeah.
and you were going, "Why are you speaking German?"
Yeah.
And I've got it on video.
Oh, because
haven't I?
she said you look like a
She
little...
went to me.
Oh my God,
she
yeah.
went, you just look like a little Danish boy. And I was like, fuck you, bitch. Ich bin Tomaten.
Which is German.
Which is German to my sense.
But it was 5 a.m. We were jumping in your like little pool outside your
Yeah.
room, screaming
Yeah.
"Ich bin Tomaten."
Anastasia Kings North, like basically getting her tits out in the pool.
Yeah.
Great
And then the next
times.
morning, I was so
We had to
hungover.
catch
We
a
were in that,
flight.
and I'd like an hour sleep. We were in that bus thing, and India was like, "Guys, finishing my holiday vlog." And I was like, "Turn that shit off, India." I was like, "No one's seeing me."
That was the holiday. That girl trapped him in the toilet.
Oh,
I don't think she works there anymore, by the way.
Does she not?
I don't
Well,
think she-
baby, we're talking about it.
No, right, so for some context, right, Max told us his story. We got in the cab, we're leaving the hotel, and he grabs our arms, and he goes, "I have to tell you about what happened last night." And I'm like, "Well, like, what are you on about?" And then, look, say it.
So we were on a trip with a brand, amazing company that brought us out. It was incredible, start to finish. One of the people that maybe doesn't even work there anymore, allegedly.
Not even for the brand, for the like agent.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Was very drunk and brought me. Well, I went to the bathroom and then they were like, "Oh, I'm gonna come with you," and I was like, "Oh, that's fine. We'll go to the bathroom together. It is what it is." And then I go, so this person is a different gender to me. So I go to the man's and I'm like, "Oh, you're going to go to the women's?" She's like, no, I'll just come in with you. And I'm like, all right, this is a bit weird, but it is what it is. Do you know what I mean? We're all friends here. We've had a few drinks, whatever. Crazy things happen. And then she's like, "Oh, will you just come into the cubicle with me?" And I'm like, "Do you know what? Yeah, sometimes people do this. Like, we'll just like be in the cubicle together. It is what it is." And
gets worse.
she sits down and I'm like, right, she's just going to have a wee and then I'll have a wee. And then she goes like, and I go, "Oh, what was that?" And then I'm thinking, right, I don't really know this person well enough to be like, "Oh, what's happening?"
You said you heard a thing, you just had a plop.
Yeah. Something hits the water, that's all I'm going to say. A bit of a situation. And then I go, "Oh, shall I just go?" And she goes, "No, I get really bad anxiety. Will you stay with me?" And I go, "Are you sure, love? Are you sure about that?
And
Because
also
I'd
it's like
much
30
rather
degrees.
leave." Yeah. I'd much rather leave right now. Need to say, you know, no wiping was done. I think the person, bless their soul, was trying to play it off like it didn't happen.
Yeah.
But it was abundantly clear.
But the next part was that this person also then, when we all
followed
decided
us.
to go out, was like, "I'm coming out with you."
Yeah.
And we think that she did that because she didn't want Max to
to
tell
say
the
anything.
story.
Yeah,
So
she
was
didn't
like,
leave my sight.
"Oh,
She
you guys
sat
are
on my
high?
knee.
Oh, I'm coming to
No,
high.
she was absolutely slaughtered, but she was like, "I'm coming with you." And we were like,
Yeah.
"No, go to Ben." She was like, "No, I'm coming with Max."
Yeah.
And got in your cab.
Yes.
She was like this.
Yeah, and she does her business. I'm trapped in the chamber with her, and then we come out. I got to sit down. I'm obviously dying to tell you this just happened to me. This is the most mental thing. And she comes and sits on my knee, and I'm thinking, I know you've not wiped. I'm thinking, what's going on here, love?
Feral.
And it was obvious because she came to the club. She was slaughtered. She did not need to come to the club. She came with us because she didn't want to leave my sight because then I would tell you.
Poo gate.
And it worked because I completely forgot until the morning after, and then I told you.
Yeah.
Wild times.
That was a fucking good holiday.
That was a great holiday.
Like, we were all smashed at Ocean Beach, and then we were all like, should we just book, what was it, like €100 ticket to High tonight?
Yeah.
We didn't know who was on.
No.
And we just thought, fuck it.
It was brilliant.
That was so good.
Oh, it was
That
so
was a
good.
whirlwind.
And then, like 2 months later, we went to fucking Jack Will's thingy, didn't we?
Ski trip.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So many places we've seen the world
Such a
together.
magical experience where none of us could ski. Apart from
I was alright.
We was getting
Shockingly.
absolutely slaughtered every night, weren't we?
Yeah.
That was
Oh,
a
it
lot
was
though,
such-
wasn't it? To get drunk and go to bed at like 1, 2 and then
That
wake
was a
up to
lot.
ski at 8.
Yeah.
Go 3,000
I saw
feet
you
above.
looking like Leslie Jordan many a morning there. You were like,
Daddy, watch me. Watch me twirl, Daddy.
Twirl for me,
Rest
Daddy.
in peace.
Oh,
Rest in peace,
yeah, that
Leslie
was a
Jordan. We
lot.
love him. Wild times.
I know.
And also, like, since I remember the day that I met you, it was a. Can we talk
Gucci
about?
event.
Can we talk about the fact that? First of all 3 of us were invited to a Gucci event.
Yeah,
When has that ever
number
happened
one.
again?
Yeah, never.
And that's when we met.
Yeah.
And I remember being like, I got there. I was by myself at this event.
I was in a Primark, like, nothing wrong with Primark.
No.
But, like, obviously, all these people are
Yeah.
crazy
oh.
bougie.
Oh, it was like the Met Gala and
Yeah.
I just turned up from work.
Yeah, and I was in a Primark t-shirt and bomber jacket.
Do you know what
Yeah.
I did? I got to the event, realised I was wearing like
Didn't you buy
jeans and a
something?
t-shirt. I went to Zara down the road. I left the event immediately. Went
No
to Zara,
way.
bought a full outfit because I was like, I'm severely underdressed.
Oh, it was
Yeah.
so.
Joe had just come from work, and it was one of our first ever events, and we were just looking really cash, and all these people were in gowns.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was going to be like that.
Me neither. A
No
Gucci
one
event.
told
We
me.
should have known
Yeah,
it was a
I
Gucci
mean-
event. I didn't have a fucking clue. We're walking
Yeah.
around this exhibit like, oh, and meanwhile, all that we're really doing is getting to know each other and being like,
Yeah,
this is
we
ridiculous.
were chatting and then we saw Billy Porter's gown and we were like,
Yeah, we did, and we were like, oh my god, gay. But it's mad to think that that's where we met, and now think of all the things that we've
done.
done
I
in like
know.
our career. Like, you guys have a podcast, you've interviewed so many celebrities. I need to know, and I want to know, who is your worst celebrity experience?
Worst celeb experience.
Yeah, doesn't have to be
ever.
someone that's been on your pod. It could just be an ever that you've had.
Worst celeb experience.
I mean, you know mine. I've told you mine.
Oh.
I had another kind of awful one.
All right, I've actually got 2, and it's the same place, and it was in the same 5 minutes.
Oh,
Right, one of them was Maya Jama, but it wasn't her.
Was that 'cause of Mick?
Yeah, we were steaming, and Joe literally pulls
This
her by
is
her arm.
no. We was at an awards ceremony, and basically I had an awkward encounter, so decided to neck a few glasses of prosecco. By a
As you
few, I
do.
mean pretty much 2 bottles.
Yeah.
And then there was a red carpet from the venue to the after party, and I saw Maya, and I was like a fan, so I said, "Oh, can I grab a picture?" And then George was kind of like nervously waiting on the sideline, so I just kind of was drunk and thought I'm gonna crack a one-liner.
Didn't go
So I was
down
like,
well.
"How do you feel about taking an 18-year-old's virginity?"
And I was just stood like this.
And she literally was like, "Sorry, what?" And like,
you said that to Maya Jama.
Yeah,
and I
and
was
like-
just stood there like,
and then like she got the photo with George, but she was just like,
yeah, she was like this.
Oh.
it was, yeah. It
And
was
then
funny.
walk half, like 20 meters.
I'd say not even 20 meters,
and
probably
then,
about 2 meters.
And then I saw Boy George,
And
right?
he's
Yeah.
fucked. George is
I
drunk
am,
too.
I'm slaughtered, right? And bearing in mind, I am named after George Michael. Mum will live
Really?
by that. Mum will say,
Yeah.
that's why I
Love
named you. I
that.
love George Michael. You're named after George Michael. I look at Boy George and I go, I was named after you.
He's like, "Boy, George, I just so love you. I was named after you." And I'm like, "George, what an encounter this is."
Yeah. And he's going, okay, he's got security with him. And I'm going, I was named after you. And Joe's like pulling my arm.
Yeah.
So, but like, again, they're not the celebrities' fault.
Yeah,
I've
yeah,
got
yeah.
a bad celebrity
Awkward
experience.
encounter. Right, I'm ready.
So sorry, it took me a while to think of. So basically, you wouldn't know this, but a few years back, I actually started to dance, like doing classes and stuff.
Shut the fuck up.
When?
So you know about this. When I started doing the cheerleading and stuff like that. Anyway, there was a big singer coming to the UK.
Do I?
And I auditioned to go like as part of a dancing crew for
Oh
a tour.
my
Anyway,
god.
I got through to the final round of this audition,
Yeah.
and then she comes backstage as I'm warming up, and she's like, "You are so fucking fat and ugly and disgusting." Starts screaming in my face, right?
You've never told me this.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
swear on
no,
my
for
life.
real. And I was getting so emotional and upset, right? Just before I went out. Anyway, I got out there. She sat in front of me. It's Lizzo.
Shut the fuck up. I was so on board.
I thought,
then.
what?
I was like,
When did you do cheerleading and
I
shit?
was thinking, wait, I was thinking, I've
That is
seen you
all-
dance.
She's never coming on the pod.